Adobe Illustrator comes with some really powerful tools to help transform our simple geometry into more complex and diverse shapes. And of those tools are going to be our Distort and Transform tools, and those can be found inside of the Effects tab, and you go down to Distort and Transform. And in these two examples, I'm going to show you a little bit about the roughen, the twist, and the zigzag on these two shapes. So let's start with the roughen first. I have three ellipse tools with varying colors stacked on top of each other, and they're just really basic shapes. But let's say I'm doing a floor plan or a site plan and it has some trees or some bushes, some plants, and I want to depict that really quickly using the Distort and Transform tool with the roughen tool. So with the three ellipses selected, I'm going to go up to Effects, Distort and Transform, and click on Roughen. And my little pop-up's going to come up, and I can click on the preview button right away, and instantly you can see that I get a shape change. And it's really dynamic. We have these slider controls that I can change the detail, I can change the size, so I can get some really unique shapes really fast. I can change the smooth to the center, and just to get some varying shapes, which is a really cool way to show something like a bush or a brush, something like that really quickly. So for me, in this example, I might go down to something maybe like 3% or maybe 4% on the size, and on the detail, I might go something close to 50. And I'm going to say I like that, so I'm going to click OK. So instantly, with just a few clicks, I have some complex geometry, which could represent a bush. Maybe in some other circumstances, it could represent some other things for you. So that's a really quick option in the Distort and Transform toolset. So another way to show that on your tools or on some of your shapes, a quick way that we can show off this star is we go back to the Effects tab, go down to Distort and Transform, and I'm actually going to go to the zigzag shape. And we can actually preview this shape, and right away we get some really cool geometric kind of shatters with the zigzag, and we can affect the size, we can affect the segments, so we get some really awesome effects just right away with just a few mouse clicks. And you can see the power of the Distort and Transform tools just with a minimal effort, actually. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel this, and what I'm going to do is go back to Effects, Transform and Distort, and go to the Twist. And in this instance, I can actually twist my star really easily, and I can click OK to accept that. And whenever you do any type of an appearance effect in the Distort and Transform, that's going to show on your appearance palette. And it's a really powerful palette. If you have not ever used the appearance palette inside of Adobe Illustrator, I highly recommend it. It's highly unused by so many graphic designers, and it's a really powerful tool set. It can affect things like your stroke and your fill, and also a lot of these Distort and Transform applications. So if I wanted to go in and change that twist again, this is where I would do it, because I have that appearance applied and the twist is here. Just click on it once and we can change maybe this angle. Let's preview it. We can do something like maybe it's like 30 degrees instead, and we can click OK. And now we have a star shape that's that way. And these are all live, by the way. You can see my original shapes are still there. My star shape's still there. My circles are still there. And in the instance that you no longer want this appearance to be live, I'm actually going to go change that back to, like, I think it was 50 or 51. I think I liked that way. That star looked a little better. There we go. I'm seeing that sharp edge there. So that's just a quick tip. Just mess around with these settings a little bit. They may not give you the exact result and the exact number, but just maybe try the next number over and you might get a better result. So these are live features, and they can be changed at whenever you want to go back and say, I want to adjust the way that looks. And so we can go back into it. So let's say you have maybe like 5 different bushes and you don't want them all to look the same. We can do things like maybe rotate them a little bit to get some diversity, but you can also go in and just with a quick couple sliders, you can change the way that looks and feels to whatever suits your desired artwork. And in any case, if you happen to want to get rid of that distort and transform effect, you can highlight your objects, go up into your object tab, click expand appearance, and now you have a live or a traced outline of what your geometry looks like. So that's a really powerful tool, Distort and Transform inside of Adobe After Effects. I hope you check it out and make something with it. Hope this is helpful.